and we'll start jamming. I'm going to share with you how I scored this $4,000 client the other day, what pushed this business owner over the edge to actually paying me and coming on as a client of ours. So while people trickle in here, let me know if you can hear me, if I sound all right, all that good stuff. Actually, I wonder if I play this in the background, you might be able to hear it. So I'm going to be demoing this little software for you too. And I think you're going to like it because it's pretty awesome. So can you hear me? I got a few people chiming in right now. All right, so let's jump into this. You're looking at my screen, right? I scored a $4,000 per month client just the other day. You can see this invoice is collected on October 7th, but actually what happened was they paid through ACH. So there was a little bit of a bank timeline for the bank to be transferred, or the money to be transferred to my bank account. So it actually cleared on the 7th, which was just a few days ago. And this customer was interested in doing a number of different things. They are a microblading company, right? Those like semi-permanent, semi-temporary eyebrow cosmetic type procedures. So they have a pretty big following. They have a pretty big following. They have a pretty big presence online. They have a big customer base, and they were looking to do more marketing. So they really weren't sure what they wanted. It was my responsibility to help them to figure out what they wanted. And in short, what happened was I ended up prescribing them some search engine optimization and running some Google ads for them, which resulted in this $4,000 retainer. But while I was on that call, and I know that anybody that has ever pitched a $4,000 per month recurring product has probably experienced this before. And especially if you've purchased purchased one of these types of, or this price point before, you've experienced this, right? You're questioning how possible this can be for you, or how great is this product that you're about to buy. I think that's totally normal, right? The price point is definitely up. It's expensive. So there's a lot more risk for you to invest in this type of product or purchase. So for me, in my case, when I was speaking to this prospect, it was a husband and wife. They were a team, right? And they're working together on this business. We're on a Zoom call, and they said to me, "This all sounds good. Do you have any proof of the stuff that you offer, the proof of the services that you offer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." But the way that I had to present it to them was in a way that wasn't really the best way. There's a lot cleaner of a way to be able to do that. And I want to pause before I jump into that, because I want to just kind of unpack what they were asking for and what I was going to provide to them in order to help me close that actual sale, right? So asking for proof, social proof on my abilities and what we have done for other businesses is a way for them to build confidence in this product or service that they're about to buy from me. And we have all been conditioned to look for social proof from other businesses, one of the great examples for that is, and I've been doing this a lot lately now that I'm in New York. So before I look to sit down at a restaurant, I will, of course, search for the good reviews, right? I'm only going to go to the businesses that have the great reviews, because if you have bad reviews, you're probably not that great of a restaurant. So we're all conditioned to look for these reviews, and we're conditioned to look for the social proof from other people to say, yes, this is a great business. Yes, I had a great dining experience. No, it wasn't so good. Don't come to this place. And so for me, I have been, this is a little hack, a little life hack. When you go to a restaurant and you're interested in ordering something, go to Google Maps and look at the photos, look at the images. And I look at all the pictures of the food that people post, and that's how I decide on what I order. And now people laugh at me for doing that. My wife laughs at me. I have people at the restaurant saying that's an interesting way to decide on what you're ordering, like not looking at the menu, but just pointing out to the picture. So that's what I do. It's actually kind of funny. It's for me, I'm much more visual, right? I see the plate, I see the food, and I'm like, wow, that looks really good. Anyway, I don't mean to go off on a tangent there. It's just something funny that I've been doing since I've been here. In any case, your reviews are going to help get that vote of confidence to across the board, right? To anybody that's interested in buying your services. This could be online, offline, it doesn't really matter. We're all conditioned for that social proof today. So if you can have the ability to put those little elements of social proof in front of your prospects right at the opportune moment, you're going to increase your conversions, right? And you know what? I'll break down what a conversion is, right? A conversion is anytime you have somebody that has the intention of doing something, that they actually go and do it. So this could be if you're sending somebody to a landing page in your website and you want them to call you, whoever makes that actual phone call, that's counted as a conversion, right? So if you have 10 people that go to your website and only one of them makes a phone call, that's a 10% conversion. So if you want to get your conversions up, the amount of people that make those phone calls to you, a great way to do that is by sharing with them your social proof. So back to the story about this client that I mentioned, for those that are just jumping in, this $4,000 client that I closed earlier in the week, I actually closed them, knocked them off the ledge, off the fence, by sharing with them my reviews, just by sharing with them my reviews. And I have a lot of good reviews, right? My business has a lot of good reviews. Let me pull some of that stuff up. But I wasn't doing anything to market them, is really what it comes down to, right? Is anybody actually marketing their reviews? Let me know in the comments if you're doing anything to actually push out your reviews and that social proof. Because if you're not, this is a great way to boost your conversions, as I've mentioned. So if I pull my website up on Google, which I will do in this window here. So if I search for my business, a lot of you have, seen that my business, if you look for like Hawaii SEO, right? Let me double check, just making sure. Okay, there we are in the number one spot, right? A lot of marketing terms: Maui website design, Maui SEO, Maui social media marketing, Hawaii website design. These are all terms that we rank for. These are all services that we offer. And if you look up my business page, right? Nick Ponte Marketing. It's my business page. That's the name of my agency. For those who don't know, I know we have a lot of new people that have joined the community recently. So I'm going to spend a little more time, sharing a little bit about me and what I do and where my business is and what it's at for people that are new. So if you look at my business here, you'll see on the right-hand side, this is called the knowledge graph. That's what Google calls the knowledge graph. So it's kind of like your business identity, right? And if you look up a famous person or a celebrity, you'll see that they have their own knowledge graph over there. It's a way for you to get quick information about a business, a person, something important, something relevant to whatever it is that you're talking about. People that are really good at SEO are able to make their own knowledge graph for their own business, or for their own fan page or personality. So if you can do that, that's pretty awesome. Now, if you look at my reviews here, we have a 5.0 rating, 52 Google reviews. Now, if you're watching this video and I've ever helped you in any way, it would be amazing if you went to my Google page and left me a great review and shared, your experience with any of the information that I've given you or software or whatever it was, that'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. I've never asked anybody in the Sharks community to go there and do that. You can see that all of these actual reviews are actually from just businesses that we've worked with, right? This person says extremely professional and fast service. I'll be using again. And a lot of them are, this one's from a year ago, Oil and Canvas. It says, this team is extremely professional. They do high quality work. I had two custom websites built, one of them cleaned up and fixed up by them. All three have a long list of features. They gave me everything that I needed and taught me how to manage it. So that's great feedback, right? Anybody looking to build a website, if they see that, that's really going to help me to close that deal. Sean says that Nick and his team of professionals delivered on time and went over the top to exceed expectations, like always. I cannot write enough great things about Nick and his team and his efforts to help you and your business excel. So this is all really, really good stuff. So let's jump back to the story with my new client that came in, $4,000 client. So I was on that Zoom call, and when they asked to see that information, I had to go pull this up. This is what I had to do. I had to share my screen and go pull this up. What I wish I would have done was had a way to pre-frame all of the social proof that I have before they got on the call. And there is a much better way to do that. And, the thing about the launch that we just released on Friday, a lot of you might have seen it, Authority Accelerator. This is something that will, of course, work for you as a marketing agency, digital agency, somebody that's just starting, getting your side hustle going. This will, of course, help you to close more sales for you. But this is also something that you can offer to people, to other businesses to make some cash, right? If you offer this service to help improve their conversions, that is a valuable tool that you offer to give them. So we actually have a number of people that had early access to this that have been testing it out, seeing what they can do to drum up some new business. I'm going to share more results about what they're seeing in a little bit. But I wanted to take a little bit of time to just kind of show you a better way of doing this. So in our strategy, Authority Accelerator, we've created a software that allows you to put your good reviews, your review badges in front of your businesses that are looking at your website or your prospect's website right at the opportune moment. So what I wanted to do, because I didn't even have the tool set up on my website at the time, I was sleeping on it. I 100% admit that I should have had it set up, ready to go. I didn't even think about it, and I blew it. So what I wanted to do with you is just kind of show you the tool, open up the tool, and add my business and show you how easy it is to get set up, so that if you want to use it for yourself, you can. If you want to use this for your customers, make a little cash in the process, you can as well. And also just to give you the opportunity to ask any questions while we're live about the strategy, about the software, about the launch, about the pricing, all that stuff. I would love to answer all that for you live. Just making sure I'm keeping an eye on my time here and my notifications. So real quick, this is the tool. It's called Review Pops, right? Really nice looking dashboard, very easy to use interface. And in order to add a business, or actually I should show you let me show you an example of what it looks like live. So this is a demo site, right? This is not somebody's website. This is a demo website. And you can see in the lower right-hand corner, these little reviews are popping up. Let me zoom in a little bit. And these reviews are they're live streaming directly from their Google business page. So exactly like I showed you on Google for me, right? My business page. I can get these reviews to stream directly from Google onto my website. So that's essentially what this tool is doing. You can see this is a review. If I click more, this is also a really, really nice feature. It's actually a call to action right there. So not only are you able to read more about the review, which is appealing, right? If you're on a page that you're interested in working with and you're seeing these reviews come through and you see something that catches your eye that John says, and you hit the read more button, you also get hit with this call to action, click to call. So this has the opportunity put in front of this person who they basically just got sold, right? They just got this social proof. They just got sold. And now they're like, okay, I'm going to just call this business because it makes total sense. I see other people are using their services. It makes sense for me to do that as well. I trust them, right? So these are verified reviews from Google. And I love that badge. I really love what David and the team did with creating these verified badges with the stars, the thumbnail images. And it's just so easy to actually set up, which I think is the best piece about this entire process. So this is the end result, right? Now imagine that prospect that I was talking to on Zoom for $4,000, right? I closed them for $4,000. If they would have just seen my reviews on my website when they were looking to schedule a call with me, they probably would have even been more pre-sold before I got on the phone with them, right? So this is my website here. You can see no reviews, right? No reviews here. And it would have helped, right? Like my reviews, actually, that's not true. My reviews, there are reviews on this page, but let me show you where they are. You have to scroll all the way down to see my reviews. So here's some testimonials. These are actual testimonial, like these are case study screenshots, right? You can't even get those anywhere. But these are my testimonials. And to be completely honest, I could probably do a better job showcasing these testimonials. I don't even have any stars there. People probably don't even know that they're testimonials. They're great testimonials, but I'm probably not doing that good of a job in marketing them. And if you're looking at this and you're thinking to yourself about what your website might be looking like in your testimonials and your reviews, maybe there's a better way to be marketing them. Or maybe you know somebody that has a website that could be marketing their reviews in a better way to close more deals, get more authority to whatever it is that they're selling. So let me show you how I think that I could 100% improve the reputation of my website to close more sales. And you can do the same if you want to. We just launched Authority Accelerator. It's a special launch pricing right now. It's about $27, super inexpensive. And let me show you what the actual software that's included can do. So this is the inside of the tool. It's a web app. It's very nice and user-friendly, very easy to do. All you have to do is add your business. You just hit this little add your business. I'm going to put my company name in. Let me hide my screen for a second here while I put in my super secret squirrel information. I see I've got a number of people that are here with me too. Is anything that I'm saying, you guys have any questions? You're curious about the pricing? You're curious about anything that I've said thus far? Nobody's even... Let's see here. I'm just filling out my information right now of my company. And it's going to take me about 5 minutes. You could probably time me, right? Like I just hid my screen for a second, but I'm almost done. One more field. Marketing agency. Okay. Here we are. So this is, I need to add my website that I want this is the URL of my website. So basically it's asked me, and by the way, there's video training that goes with this that walks you through the setup, and you're going to see it's really easy to use. It's just asking me what website do I want to put the live stream on, right? So I'm just going to put my website, nickponte.com. I keep getting lost in my tabs here. Don't you love that when you get lost in your tabs? I'm going to turn the call to action on, right? I want the click to call. I really like that feature personally. And then I am going to hit next. And I am going to hit finish. So one thing that I need to do is connect my Google business page, right? So I'm going to hit actions, and then I'm going to edit this review pop, right? The software that's included with this is actually called Review Pop. So let me make sure that I have this set up correctly. And you can change the background color, the avatar, the designs, the pixels. If you want to like use, those of you that do retargeting, if you want to put your tracking pixel in here so you can show ads to these people later on, you can do that as well, which is, I mean, that's pretty slick. That's pretty nifty. Tracking pixel. You can choose additional pixels, several pixels if you want. Hit save. And you can choose if you want it to be in the left-hand side of the screen or the right-hand side of the screen. Pop-up widget, review widget. Somebody that left, this is the two differences between the pop-up types. You can have a review widget like this, or you can have one that's actual rating where it says somebody left a 5-star review recently. So that one just makes it seem like you have them coming more frequently, right? There's a frequency to it rather than just showing all of the good ones that you have. And I think they're both really good. Again, I'm going to hit save, copy. So this is all you really need to do. You need to take this code, this little code, copy it, and put it on your website. And I see your questions coming in. Somebody said, how much do you charge one time and monthly? It depends on what we're selling. So if you're selling SEO, if you're selling ads, it really depends on what you're selling. This particular customer, I can tell you, I sold a $2,000 per month SEO campaign and then a $2,000 per month ad campaign. So that's the package I sold. Somebody said, what's this shirt? It looks cool. This is my Remote Millionaire shirt. Shout out to anybody that's in our Remote Millionaires program. Is my screen still paused? Let me see if I remove it and add it back in. Can you see it now? The tracking pixel does fire when they open the widget. That's exactly how it fires. Right when they open the widget. Let me know if you can see my screen. I want to make sure that you can see that. What's up, Chase? Chase is the only one that's logged in right now. Logged into Facebook and on StreamYard. You should see, can you see my screen now? You should see this picture of Tom. This is actually the members area of Authority Accelerator. Okay, cool. I'm gonna open up that members area for you in a second here. Let me close that down real quick. Let me make sure that I have some of these business settings set up correctly. What other questions do you all have? What's up, David? David's in Arizona right now. I kind of wish I was over there hanging out with you guys. I'm just in the other screen right now, connecting my business information. So I'm hanging out with you for a second here. Bear with me. Needless to say, everybody, I've been explaining how I closed that $4,000 per month customer, and I got to tell you, pretty much just because I had reviews ready to go and I was able to show it, the social proof to my customers right at the perfect moment. And right now I'm working on setting up review pops to my website. Henry asked if does this only work on Google, not other review sites? So yes, this is specifically for Google. So you can see these reviews that are showing up right now in the lower right hand corner of your screen. Those are for Google. Yes. Yeah, Henry, this is I know some people want like reviews that are from Facebook too. This is specifically from Google because Google, in my opinion, is the most authoritative site. And if we're streaming, you have to think about what a stream is, right? Like the stream comes directly from something. The nice thing about this tool is if you have any bad reviews or you set this up for a business that has bad reviews, you can hide those ones. So you can only show the good reviews, which is actually really nice. And I know that I've already seen a few people make some sales using this strategy. I've seen a couple people post in the group already as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these review pops and I am going to add them to my site. So this is my site. All I have to do is grab the code right here, get review pop code, copy the code, and then go over to my website, which is here. And I just need to put the code in the header, the head section. Hit save. And I'm not like I'm not a coder. I used to be able to do some like basic HTML and CSS and stuff like that, but you literally just copy and paste, right? Copy and paste. That's the way you do it. So let me see if I set this up correctly. Let me hit refresh. There they are. So you can see the reviews popping up in the corner of the screen, right? So if I would have had that set up ahead of time, I probably would have been able to get a lot more trust from those people that I closed for that $4,000 sale. So it's really that simple. I know that, some people may have thought that they couldn't set this up, but I mean, the process is very straightforward. What I like about this tool, there are a number of things I like about this tool, but the dashboard makes it very easy, right? It's not a plugin. It's just a little piece of code that you connect in the web app to your website. So it's not a plugin. That's not going to break. It doesn't become outdated. It doesn't need to be updated. That's all it is. So, and by the way, in the front end product, you get 10 websites that you can set this up on for less than $30. So I would recommend that the first one you set up is for yourself. So you can go through the process and you can understand how to do it. And then what you want to do is you want to go through our members area, which is right here, and check out the actual training that we have on how to reach out to businesses and give this to them as a free offer to build trust, or as a one-time fee to make a little cash right away, or as a residual offer to make some money each and every month. Selling a little piece of software like this is really awesome because once you set it up, you're not really on the hook to do anything else, right? I like to do both. I like to have services which are results based, like SEO, like running ads, right? Like I sell the service, and then I'm on the hook to make sure that they rank higher in Google, or they have a website, or they have ads that bring them customers. But when you install a software, it's like one time. You just go through the activity of actually installing the software and getting it set up, and then you get paid all the time. So activity-based stuff is really, it's really just, I mean, it compounds, right? You get paid over time, over time, over time, and I mean, you're not really doing anything more. So I kind of love that. So let me know if you have any questions on this, everybody. I'm going to go through real quick the sales page a little bit, and then I'm probably going to see if there are any more questions, and then we're going to close down the stream. I really just wanted to hop on here to show you all that, you know, this is a valuable tool. I already closed this client just by sharing my reviews with them. And so you can see that some of our students that had early access, like James, he got a $995 setup client and $1,295 a month. So you can get retainers for this stuff. You just have to follow our strategy and reach out to these businesses and put your offer in front of them. And if you look at, I'm going to close some of this. If you look at our training area, we have these make money strategy sections where we actually give you 3 different ways to make money. Henry said, what's the cost for additional locations? So Henry, the way that I would look at this is for $28 today, the price goes up every day on the launch, right? It's a 4-day launch. It goes up every single day. Today, I believe it's $28. So tomorrow it's gonna go up again. And then once the launch is over, it's gonna go to the regular pricing, which is gonna be $197. But the way I would look at that is, you know, $28 to get 10 locations. You have 10 opportunities to make your investment back. And yes, I 100% believe in you that you can go and sell one of these for $28. And the way that the locations work, right? If you have 10 locations in the front end product that's included for $28, that means that you can have 10 of them set up at once. So let's say you lose a client. Well, then you have 9. You get one more spot back that you can go set up with somebody else. And then the upgrade for the 100, there is an upgrade in the funnel that allows you to pick up 100 more locations, which basically would mean that you're a boss, right? You're a total boss, and you're dominating your market, is $97. So if you want 100 more locations, $97, it's a steal. The launch, like I said, Henry, this is a special launch pricing, right? The price is going to go up a lot. It's $28 now, but the front is going to go up to $197 later. The funnel is also going to increase in price as well. So, I mean, this is something that's going to be around forever, right? As long as Google reviews are around, this is going to be a tool that you can use. If you want to get any of this stuff at the launch price, I would just get it now because it's going to go up. I'm not trying to create a bunch of scarcity around it. That's just the way that the launch works. Adriel says, super valuable tool as usual. Just curious if this is a one-time offer for the client or recurring. If recurring, how do you take that piece of code back if they decide to? That is a really good question. Such a good question. So let me pull the dashboard back up. Okay. So you can see in the dashboard, right? These are all different locations. So these are all different locations. And if I want to turn the reviews off to a specific location, all I have to do is go to the actions section, and I'm going to have to hide your review here or hide your comment here because you probably can't see it. One second. See this actions section? You go there, you edit the review pop. And one second. Actually, that's not where you turn it off. My bad. One second. Right here. You just hit delete and you can turn it off. So you saw that I set it up in 5 minutes. You can just hit delete and turn it off. If you want to add it back later, it'll take you 5 minutes to add it back later. So I mean, this is like a manager, right? This dashboard. It's basically just a manager of all of your locations that you have. There's actually an easier way to deactivate it, which you just hit this gear and you can just hit deactivate. I should have shown you that spot, but I crossed over it without even thinking about it. Henry says that he has a front end. Awesome. So it's cloud-based. I just walked everybody through the actual install, right? When you buy it, you're going to get access to this dashboard where you log in, myreviewpops.com. You log in, you get a little code, you add it to your website. It doesn't have to be a WordPress website, right? This is what it looks like, the little code. I just pasted it right there, and then you can see it on the front end of the website now. Right there in the lower left corner. So if you have like a funnel builder that you use, if you use something that's not WordPress, let's see. No worries. Do you all have any more questions? So just to be clear, not only do you get the tool for around $30, depending on when you're watching this, you also get all of this training and strategy that goes with it. And if you were with us yesterday and you saw David on the Aloha Friday Marketing Jam session, you got some of that information that he shared with you. You know that he is so good at sales and so good at getting in front of prospects, communicating with them, talking to them about their offers. This training that he put in here is so valuable. Like, he's a guy that I go to when I have questions on how to bring on a big whale of a client. I will reach out to him and I'll tell him, I'm like, hey, this is a scenario I have in my hands. How would you close this deal? How would you approach this deal? So this is somebody that I'm excited to be able to share with our community of sharks that will help you to, get some expert level training for an affordable price. Yeah, no problem, Adriel. I'm excited to see it on your website. Once you get it posted and published on your own website, share it in the group. I'd love to take a look at it and, see your website too. All right, everybody. I have been on here for a little while now, so if you don't have any more questions, I am probably going to sign off. Remember this thing. Oh, you want the link? 1 second. I appreciate you asking me for the link. offlinesharks.com/authoritylive will take you there. This is the sales page right here. So you can watch this video. There's another demo on the actual page where you can check it out. A lot of really good information. You can see exactly what's included in all the sections, all the modules, module 1, module 2, all the training. And I know you're going to love it. It's super inexpensive, packed with value. It's going to help you show your reputations for your business, help you to maybe get some new customers, help your customers get more customers. A much needed compounding effect for any marketer to be able to do that for anybody. So that's it. And we're going to be doing more training this week. We're going to be doing a webinar on Wednesday coming up. So you'll want to stay tuned for that too. That's going to be all about how you can bundle all of this together and make even more of an upsell to your new customers that you have coming in. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to be sending some emails and posts in the Facebook group about that as well. But before Wednesday, what I hope you would do is you just, go to this page, pick this up for $30, install it on your website, and go get a couple of clients before we hit Wednesday. And if you do that, come Wednesday, we're going to show you how you can make even more money, giving them even more access to some services that you offer. So that's it, everybody. I appreciate you all hanging out with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care and have a good weekend.